Do you know who Audre Lorde was? Welcome to Queer History Lessons with Jules, brought to you by Q Voice News. And today we're going to learn all about Audre Lorde. She was a renowned poet and feminist who was also a bridge between civil rights movement and the lesbian and gay liberation movement. It all happened in 1983 during a 20th anniversary gathering at the Lincoln Memorial, the same site as Martin Luther King Jr.'s historic I Have a Dream speech and the Civil Rights March on Washington. But in scheduling the day's speakers, event organizers and participants were adamant in refusing to allow anyone from the National Coalition for Black Lesbians and Gays to the podium. In fact, the National Organization for Women threatened to boycott the ceremony. Eventually, King's wife, Coretta Scott King, stepped in and told the group to let Audre speak. She was a member of that coalition. In her 3-minute speech, Lorde challenged the audience to broaden its thoughts on social justice and be inclusive to everyone. Lorde said there's a war on classism, homophobia, ageism, racism, sexism. We need everyone to fight in this war. You're not going to include us? Are we not black enough? Audre Lorde's appearance was a watershed moment. She was not going to shrink in the face of their bigotry. If they were all supposed to be involved with social justice, she needed to challenge them on the blinders and bigotry that were going to weaken the goal that everyone believed in. Lorde described herself as a black feminist, lesbian, poet, warrior, mother, but maintained the phrase did not capture her full identity. For Lorde, writing was her powerful weapon against injustice. She was painfully aware that the differences could provoke prejudice and violence, and so she promoted making bridges between communities. Lorde emerged on the social justice scene in the 1970s. At the time, there were a series of movements: Black, Chicano, feminist, gay, and lesbian. Each of these leaders or spokespeople tended to speak as if they were representing the whole of their population. But the Black and Chicano spokespersons tended to be men. The feminist leaders tended to be white. The gay and lesbian leaders were often white men. Audre Lorde said, well, you're not really speaking for me or about me. Your black experience isn't quite mine. Your female experience isn't quite mine. Your gay experience isn't quite mine. There's nothing wrong with your experience. It's just not mine. That message could have been delivered with an edge that was divisive or polarizing or embittering, but it never seemed to come from Audre Lorde that way. She did it in a way that kept a dialogue open and ongoing. Lorde also reached audiences with her writings. Lorde published 15 books of poetry and prose, including 1984's Sister Outsider, which is often included in the curriculum of women's studies programs. In 1980, Lorde published the autobiographical Cancer Journals, where she courageously wrote about her mastectomy and her decision to pursue alternative treatment when that cancer reoccurred. Lorde died from breast cancer in 1992. Lorde was a woman for all people. Her vision of inclusion meant that as a black woman, she never turned away from white women. She was a lesbian, but never turned away from heterosexuals. She was a lesbian, but spoke directly to men, particularly black men, about the importance of feminism in their lives. Lorde said that cooperation is more powerful and lasting than what you get when you pretend we're all just the same. What an amazing queer forebearer. And I sure learned a lot today. I hope you did too. Hey, click like, subscribe, share with your friends. Let's all share the knowledge and the amazing gift that was Audre Lorde. Maybe go check out some of her books. Thanks for listening to Queer History Lessons with Jules. Jules Long Beach. Brought to you by Q Voice News. We'll see you soon with even more lessons in our shared queer history.